Yo, what's up? This the Edge. We coming back, create the life. This is a little special situation because we are in within the create the life. We always talk about moving forward, talk about the mindset of champions, and one thing I'm big on is manifesting things. And we was in this same situation, months ago before the Hall of Fame was announced last year, but now we're in a situation to where all those things that we talked about that should have happened, they happen. It's real now. We got my boy Devin Hester, my boy from the U, and now, he got another title or something else to put on his name. Pro Football Hall of Famer, Devin Hester from the U. Welcome back to the Creative Life podcast. But, for me to you, welcome to the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, so I know it's been a long time coming, and I know we've been talking about this thing for years, for you to become a Pro Football Hall of Famer. You won the top 100 all the time, so it was kind of mind-boggling for you not to be in. How can you be one of the top 100 greatest players to ever play the game and not be in the Pro Football Hall of Fame? That was the conversation last year, but we can't say that no more. Right now, we're in the Hall of Fame. We got another University of Miami Hurricane in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. So to bring back that day that you found out about the Hall of Fame, like what was going through your emotions? Did you even anticipate it? Did you feel it?
Man, it was to be honest with you, man. I felt like um it was just something that I feel like everybody knew that was bound to happen pretty soon. Um, we got to the point where it's really, really a matter of time. And biggest question was that I felt, and I feel like everybody else felt was like, what's taking them so long to
Right.
make this decision? You know what I mean? And the moment I got the news, man, and you came and knocked on the door, man, it was
I
like
blew that horn.
you blew the horn, man, and I went like, you know what I mean? Can't nobody get through my gate without pushing that button. I
But I was
said,
able to get in. We had to penetrate. We had to come up
yeah.
with all these different stops
I said, man,
to
listen,
get in there.
only the lawn server know how to get through my gate like that. So
We
I
got
said,
in
well,
there,
listen.
man.
When I seen that, man, I said, well, listen, I seen that cameraman. I said, oh, yes, that time.
Yeah, it's real. It's real. Like I know you. Did you kind of feel it leading up to it? Cause like when I got into the hall, it took me about I think 5, 6 times after I retired. I was the finalist for so many years. I
Yeah.
never showed up to the hotel. I wouldn't do the thing waiting on the knock, because I was like I didn't want to be put in that situation.
Right.
But for some reason, I felt it that year. It was in Miami,
Mm-hmm.
and for the first time, you know, I said, man, let me get my suit together. Let me get
Right.
just in case.
Right.
The previous years, you'd have probably at the award show, you probably seen me in a t-shirt and
Yeah.
some jeans.
Yeah.
But it's just something about that year.
Right.
I felt it,
Right.
and now fast forward to you. Did you kind of feel it?
I was in that same boat, man. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like this was the first year where I didn't even pay attention at all.
Oh, so you didn't even pay
I
attention
didn't even pay
to
attention.
commentary
The
or
commentary, I didn't pay attention when they made the first wave, the second wave, how many waves they made this year. I ain't pay attention to none of that. I ain't even know who was in the top 25.
oh.
It got to the point like I said, bro, listen, if I don't make it
So you was
this
kind
year,
of over it.
yeah, I was done with it. You know what I mean? I'm like, bro, listen, if I don't make it this year, bro, I didn't. I told myself I wasn't even gonna believe in the Hall of Fame no more. For real. I like, bro, I don't, bro. I swear to God, I couldn't name you 5 people that was in the top 25.
Man, but that's when, but that's when you kind of get detached from. You kind of
Yeah.
like the frustration sets in,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
then it get to a point where you're like, man, I know I'm supposed to be here, but the process, it's a complicated process because nobody knows what goes on within the voters or
Right.
who's going to pick who. And I think that's kind of the mystique
Right.
about it
Right.
because there's no there's no formula unless you just played at such a high level for so long, which you did, but also you was special team.
Right.
So you breaking barriers for special team players to say, look, man, because they have some kickers that's in there, but they never had somebody like yourself in there. So you kind of kicked down the door and gave people hope from your position.
Right.
And so that's one of the things that when I look at it, you know, it put everybody in a bind, even the voters in a bind, because there never has been a Devin Hester.
Right.
You know, so now that all that's happened, you look back on it, you know, you could be mad, you could be frustrated. Are you frustrated? Are you mad?
No.
All right, did you get that feeling? Do you feel it? You feel it?
I'm still, man, listen, bro, to be honest with you, I know you experienced it, but it ain't really hit me yet still to this day. You know what I mean? I guess probably when, it's tough right now. You know what I mean? I'm still like living in the fantasy world right now. Like, you know what I mean, man? And I'm just like, at the end of the day, I'm happy it's all said and done.
Yeah.
It's over, man. And so this is really, really the cherry on the top of anybody's career when you look at football. This is the cherry on the top of that Sunday, man.
Yeah.
There's no other great award you can achieve in football.
Yeah.
Then this is really the last one you can. You know what I mean?
So this is the icing on the cake.
It's the icing on the cake.
But what does it mean for you personally and professionally to become a Pro Football Hall of Famer?
Me professionally, man, is when you look at the Hall of Fame, bro, and I look at the number that I have, you know what I mean? I'm the 374th person.
374. All these kids that be on the parks.
374, bro. When you think that number,
but you're the first kickoff return specialist to go there. So that number 374 is one thing for the whole, but you the first to ever do this.
Yeah, man. And I had to talk with my mom a couple of times about this incident, man. And we had a talk, and I'm a real spiritual believer. I believe in God, man. My faith in God is real strong, man. And the conversation that we had leading up to the Hall of Fame, man, and it was like, man, wow, man. Like every kid, me growing up personally, I didn't envision being a kickoff punt return like this being my bread and butter. You know, as
what position you started out playing?
So I wanted to be. I felt like, you know, in my situation, my best position was at corner.
Oh, so you started as a cornerback?
At corner, yeah, man. I started at corner, man. I did pretty good, man. Came out of high school, I was rated number one corner in the nation. And so cornerback was really, really my goal, you know what I mean, going into the league. And, you know what I mean, that wasn't the calling that God prepared for me, you know what I mean? And it was like, this is what I want to be, but then God had something else in store, man. And so, you know what I mean, when you sit back, bro, and you just really, really focus and you listen to God, bro, and sometimes you may want something in life. You may want to be the starting running back, but this ain't what God wants you to be.
It was not that wasn't your call.
You see what I'm saying? So when I sit back and I say, man, you know what I mean? I wanted to be a lockdown corner, but God ain't had that for me. You know what I mean? He can say, hey, if you want to be a lockdown corner, I can give it to you, but you usually gonna be
one of the guys.
You're gonna be one of the guys, or you can take the spot that I'm giving you. I'm gonna give you the best kickoff punt return that ever walked the face of the earth.
But at what point? At what point did you know, like, man, hey, this is my thing, right? This my niche right here. To say that I'm gonna be a kickoff or a punt returner or a specialist in this field, because everybody that plays the game, they know the receivers, the quarterback, the cornerbacks. You know, those the high paid positions, and for you to sit up there and just settle into a role that, you know, a lot of people, they just jump back and say, I'll do it this time, or I'll do it. But you specialize in that position. You know, and not only did you specialize, you took it to the Hall of Fame. You know, at what point in your career did you sit up there and say, man, you know what, I'm just gonna focus on being a specialist? And got rid of the cornerback.
I really, really felt like it happened on my 14th return.
Where that's when in the pros?
It was in the pros, and that's when my 14th touchdown in the league.
But what you got drafted as a
corner,
as a cornerback,
right?
Okay, so
I got drafted as a corner, And then after my first year in the league, the second year going to the season, like preseason and a little bit of like couple week 2 or 3, that's when they really start kicking the ball. They started really kicking the ball. It happened in the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Was the first time we experienced that. After the opening kickoff, after that they just squib kicked the rest of the game.
But so how was you as a corner?
I would say, bro, like I felt like my sophomore year in college, bro, I was probably the best corner on the team. Like this one we had Antrell. Like this is
and Antrell Roll went top 10 pick.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. So Trail would tell you this, bro. Trail would tell you straight to the face. You like, bro, who was your best corner when you were playing?
They say Devin Hester.
You gonna say D Head, bro. D Head had it all. You gotta think about it, bro. My sophomore year, I started half of the season and ran all them jokers down and led the team in picks.
That's interesting, right? I didn't know that.
Facts.
Hey, Antrell Roll, you see this boy right here?
Listen.
He said he was the cornerback. He was the one.
Trail was the corner where he fit the system. He can play the nickel, he can play the corner, he can play the safety. So they plugged him everywhere. He was just IQ was just understand the defense, all that. He was the captain, corner, defensive back, leader on the team because he can do it all.
Right.
Pure lockdown corner. You just put D Hess out there. You know what I mean? Hess, you got that guy right there. I felt like I was I felt like I was the hands down best corner though. Period.
So for you to go from knowing that you're the best there and go out on a limb or just go out on faith, so to speak, you know, like what goes through your mindset, man? I'm the best corner, and corner is the position that, you know that I can thrive in, but I'm gonna take on this challenge or I'm gonna take on this new role, you know. Like, how did that really just settle in to you for you to give up all that?
It did. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, man, like I said, growing up, ain't nobody vision just been a kickoff punt returner.
Right.
You know what I mean? If you're a true football player, you started at something. You know what I mean? Running back, receiver, quarterback, whatever the case, your position wasn't known as a kickoff punt returner. So I had to embrace it, you know, and I had to accept it, bro. You know what I mean? And then.
So what I'm saying, like, when you say I had to embrace or I had to accept it, did they say, hey, we're going to just move you from corner. We're going to let somebody else do the corner thing because we want you to focus on this? Was it the coach or was it?
So what happened was after my freshman year, my rookie year in the league, and I had like seven returns during the offseason. The head coach came to me and said, hey, Devin, man, listen.
Who was this head coach?
This Lovie Smith.
Lovie Smith.
He said,
Chicago Bears.
Yeah, Chicago Bears. Coach Lovie Smith. He came to me and said, hey, Devin, man, all season wide, listen, we thinking about moving you from corner, man. We don't want you going up hitting, you know what I mean, banging your shoulders. He said, at the end of the day, going back on our season, you was the best offensive threat we had on the team.
Oh, Chicago Bears. It was based on defense.
It was defense and special teams.
It was a defensive-minded team.
Straight defensive-minded team. You know what I mean? So he was like, hey, man, listen. I think I ended up leading the team in touchdown that year, bro.
That means your offense was terrible.
You see what I'm saying? I think I was.
What you doing in Chicago? Lovie Smith, what you doing in Chicago?
Me and Robbie Gold, our kicker, led the team in points that year.
And yours came from special teams.
And mine came on all returns.
That's special right there.
He said, hey, D, man, listen, man, we feel like you're more valuable with the ball in your hand. And so that's why they took me off defense my rookie year. Well, after my rookie year, moved me to offense. Because they say, hey, teams are kicking away from you. We got to find a way to put the ball in your hand.
But, so you cornerback, you just accept it.
Man, listen, bro, I always been that type of player. Like, listen, bro, coach, whatever you need, bro, I'm just trying to win. So you feel like this is the position that you want me to be?
Ultimate team player.
That was me, and that's I had an interview like 2 weeks ago, and they asked me that same question: what would I change in life if I could do that? Anything pertaining to football? I said I felt like if I can go back, I would be more vocal on locking on the position.
Locking in
the position. Like,
okay.
Coach, I know this is what you want, and you feel like it's better for the team. But
do you think you would have made it to the Hall of Fame as a corner?
See that. I think so, bro.
You think so?
I think so, bro.
Yeah, well, I mean, greatness is in you, so
I think so, bro.
Nobody can doubt you. But the fact that you were able to accept the role
Yeah.
and to actually go and excel, that right there says a lot about you. And I got to give Lovie Smith a lot of credit for seeing it. You know, he's like
Right.
he had to be somewhat of a visionary to see, like, man, we're not scoring no points, so man, we need some points, and we got a great opportunity with Hester.
Right.
You know, and that right there, that says a lot about the both of y'all, because a lot of times when you do something for so long, you kind of get stuck in your ways.
You do.
But you was able to just make that adjustment and adapt. You know, so that right there, it says a lot about you as a person. And coming from the University of Miami, you know, we got 9 guys as of today in the University of Miami. You know, I don't know what's going to happen overall, but when it's all said and done, we're going to be one of the schools that has the top 2 or 3 amount or the most players in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. And now with the addition of Devin Hester, you know, what does it mean to be a Miami Hurricane, to actually represent that U, go through everything you went through, and now be in the Pro Football Hall of Fame with all those Miami Hurricane greats?
Man, it's truly an honor, man. You know what I mean? And like I said, growing up, man, in Florida, man, in West Palm, man, and being able to see the U, you know what I mean, and all the great players that came through that organization, man, and then, you know what I mean, to be sitting at the table, you know what I mean, in August, man, with 8, 9 guys, man, that's from the same college you went to, man, and all y'all be having on the same gold jacket, bro.
Yeah, we about to take over. We about to take over the Pro Football Hall of Fame. So
listen, bro, we gonna have our own little clique, bro. Like it's no better clique than our clique, bro. We gonna always be the livest clique in the building, bro. So listen, we deep right now. We trying to get more deeper, man.
Yeah, I agree. Like for me personally, you know, it's you know, when you out there and you go to the Hall of Fame, you know, a lot of people there, they're older, and you get certain people that you play with, but it's it's very few, because you're one of the few that's actually made it in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. But to see those guys from the University of Miami, you know, it just makes you feel like you got home field advantage. It makes you feel like I'm home. And then when you think back to the University of Miami, like I did my job. You know, I came through, I represented the U. And, you know, we always took pride in representing that U.
Always, bro.
And you one of the next ones up. So I know all the University of Miami guys gonna be there, and they're gonna take pride in bringing you in. So hopefully you ready for, you know, when we bring you in, because you know how we do it.
That's a bet, bro. I'm ready for it, man.
Yeah, as a Miami Hurricane, can you name all Pro Football Hall of Fame from the University of Miami?
I can get a shot. Here we go. 1 shot.
1.
Michael Irvin.
2.
Edgerrin James.
3.
Me.
You don't count yet. You don't got your jacket yet.
Okay.
It's 9. I'm counting 9. I'm not putting everything else on the table yet until it's official.
We got Kelly.
Tim Kelly.
Kelly and how many are there? 4?
You named 4. You gotta get in your books, boy.
We got 4 more.
No, we got 9, 5 more.
5 more. Damn.
Yeah.
Mike Irvin 1 shot. You. Kelly.
He's struggling. We got to put him in the lab. That's 4.
Damn.
Out of 9. 9 greats. How you gonna not mention?
Oh, E. Reed.
Ed Reed.
E. Reed.
Okay, how you gonna not mention Lulu?
I called Ray, didn't I?
Nah, you ain't called Ray yet.
Is that Ray Lewis?
Nah, it's on. Not yet.
Ray Lewis. Okay, here we go. Ray Lewis.
Yeah.
Ed Reed. EJ. Kelly.
Yeah.
Sal, I said.
Yeah.
Kelly, I said already.
Name Mike.
My name Mark. Lonzo ain't in it.
No. We gotta put him in the history class. We gotta put him in the history class. I'm gonna let you. That's your homework. You gotta go do your homework. So by the time you step on there, you step on that stage.
The ones I left out, they are way older though, right?
Yeah, you got it. Yeah.
Ain't no younger one.
Nah.
Okay.
Nah. But the good thing is you're a Hurricane, and once you go and look at the history of the University of Miami, you're gonna really understand. You get a greater appreciation for it because, like, we're in there, we deep. Like right now, we're in the top 5 most, but eventually we'll end up climbing the ladder. And the goal is to get everybody in. We want to get all the boys in. And so, like, what does that mean to you to be a Hurricane? I know I kind of asked, but like, what does it mean to say, man, that when you just think about that, you just name those names. Like, what does it mean when you just say, man, I'm right next to Ray Lewis, right next to Michael Irvin, Warren Sapp. What does that mean to you coming from South Florida?
Man, it just really like, damn, boy, I'm really represent. You know what I mean? I'm keeping the trend alive. That's really how I feel. You know what I mean? I'm keeping the Canes hope. You know what I mean? People down us right now, but listen, it's another year. We got another one in there. Representing, bro.
Got another Miami Hurricane. So okay, like fast forward, okay, like the next few months, it's a little different, Even when you do your signature now, your signature got HOF, you might put 374 or you might put 2024 on your signature, but everything is different now. So now you reach the pinnacle as a football player. What do you look forward to, going into the enshrinement or going into that weekend? What do you look forward to, or what do you anticipate, or what's your thoughts, or have you even gotten that far?
Man, just really, really embracing the moment. You know what I mean? Thoughts of it, bro, is really, really getting prepared for this party.
Oh, so you got a party? Hey, the party now. Yeah. But usually when players talk about the Hall of Fame, they worry about the speech.
Right.
The speech is the thing that like we have the group of the toughest men that ever played the game.
Yeah.
But they say public speaking is one of the biggest fears that we all have to face. And I don't know if you've given public speeches before, or if that's part of something that you do all the time. But it's a little bit different when you stepping in front of your whole career. So like you're talking about the party, but you don't party till you get a speech. So let's not put the carriage before the horse.
Right. I mean, man, I'm preparing for it, to be honest with you, man. I feel like, man, there's so many incredible people, man, that guided me through this journey, man.
But you got to combine, or you got to cram all those years, all those people into 8 to 10 minutes. Like, how are you going to do that?
I mean, I feel like at the end of the day, man, from watching y'all speech, man, I feel like you got to give a props to the one that was just day one.
The chain of commands is the priority.
Then you give a group a shout out to a group of guys at the same time. You know what I mean? And then the main one, you single them out. And I feel like, man, doing that, and then for me, bro, it's really gonna come from it. I'm gonna have my notes and everything, but I feel like I'm almost a from the heart type speaker. You know what I mean?
From the heart. But from the heart can go past 8 to 10 minutes.
In fact, and at the end of the day, they already told me, listen, bro, it's your day. We know that we gave you a time limit, but listen, you only get one day like this to live, and one day to get stuff off your chest. So shoot, if I go extra 3 minutes, then so be it, bro. I know at the end of the day, this is gonna be my last time speaking about this.
So, the over/under, are you gonna cry? Is Devin Hester deep down inside crybaby?
Bro, listen. I wouldn't say it's crybaby, bro. But us as football players, bro, we taught to be so tough and to keep so much stuff in, bro. But then when you find something that you're really passionate about, bro,
can't help,
and you really love it, bro, it's no way to hide that, bro.
So if I had to go, I love to gamble. A lot of times I sit up there. What I usually do when I'm sitting in the crowd, I usually bet on two things. I bet on the duration. Are they gonna be short? along. Me and Peyton had a bet on Marvin Harrison's speech to see how long he was gonna go.
Right.
Peyton ended up winning that bet.
Yeah.
And so
Was it
that's
over
one.
under?
Yeah, the over under. We go say, I thought Marvin was gonna be a little shorter, but Marvin went a few seconds over
Right.
what I thought. And so it's two things you usually bet on. You bet on the duration, and then you bet on are they gonna cry.
Yeah.
So if I had to bet right now, if I had to go and lock in my bets, what's the safe bet?
What's the time? 8 minutes.
8 to 10 minutes.
So what? When you say 8 to 10, now what is that?
It's a little window for 8 to 10 minutes. They want you to, get it all out.
So when you betted on Marvin, what you said?
But it was a little bit different then.
That's what I'm saying.
It was a little bit different then, but I thought Marvin was gonna stay under. I thought Marvin would stay between 10 and 11. He went a little 11 or something. He just went a little bit over what I anticipated. But now it's a little bit more structured, I think, because we had some guys that went on and gave a sermon.
Yeah.
And so now they got it a little bit more structured. So for yourself, if I'm sitting up there saying, okay, I can bet with Hester, man. Hester going to get in and get out of this thing, over under with the duration.
And the duration 8 to 10.
8 to 10.
I think I'm going to go over 10.
You're going to go over 10?
Yeah.
And then when they raise that flag or when they say that, how you gonna respond? You gonna take the crowd and say, man, look, nah, I gotta get my moment.
Yeah.
So we're gonna already put it out there, so they're gonna be prepared for you.
Yeah, they already know.
Okay, that's one bet. But the other bet is Devin Hester gonna cry?
Man, I'm fucking crying on the fucking stage. Fuck that. I already know. But listen,
I'm talking about you.
I'm too emotional when it comes to football, bro. Like, bro, listen.
You love the game.
I cry when the fucking Jets fly over the damn stadium every game, bro. So, bro, this is what I do, bro. Like, listen, I know if I ain't crying when Jets fly over the end, I ain't doing shit today. Cause I ain't in it. But when I'm in it, bro, soon Jets, but tears go to the floor. That's just me, bro.
We got this tough football player that's dripping.
Bro,
dripping.
Bro. It ain't the drip, bro. It's the passion for the game, bro. Like I really like eat, sleep, and dream football, bro. Like from the moment I got to college, bro, like you guys Sway you tell me go home, bro.
Sway is our strength and conditioning coach at the University of
Sway, you tell me, hey, bro, go home, go to your dorm. Like, bro, I sit in the weight room and just chill, bro.
You love the game.
Yeah, that's just.
But like when you talk about football, beyond the crying part, you talk about like to be great, you gotta love it.
You gotta love
it. You gotta love it. I don't think a lot of people really understand what it takes to become a Pro Football Hall of Famer. I haven't sat in a room with no football players that didn't love the game.
Yeah.
You got a lot of people, they come into successful situations and they're there.
You're right.
And then you get around and you say they're really not into this. But they're successful and they win it and they say, this is right out. But to have that gold jacket on, that's a lot of sacrifice. That's a lot of commitment. And beyond all that, it's a deep love for the game.
Right.
And I haven't walked or stepped in the room with not one player that didn't truly love that game.
Right.
And so I can see where you're coming from. So I'm gonna bet that you're gonna cry. I'm gonna bet that you're gonna go over.
Yeah.
So it's over.
Both for him.
It's
both for him, bro. It's both for him, bro.
But it's great, man. And now go back to that day. On that day, we filming. I was happy that I was able to be part of the show or be part of the knock or the horn honk.
Yeah.
I was excited because we already been here. We've been talking about this for a while. But I think the thing that stood out the most for me during that whole process leading up to it, it wasn't, the facial expression from you. It was when you got that moment with them boys. You had them 3 boys with you.
Yeah.
And as a father, all our fathers want our kids to be better than us. And for you to pull those 3 boys together and actually, help them live in the moment or even give them a little insight. That was pretty inspirational. I think a lot of people that get a chance to witness it, they're gonna actually feel that because it's very rare that you have a father as a Pro Football Hall of Famer. And for you, for that moment, it's like you just block everybody out, and it's just you went to you and your boys. Like what went over you,
bro? It was just for me as a father, bro. You know what I mean? Like you always want to show your kids the real world. You know what I mean? What it takes, what you got to do. You know what I mean? So for me, that was more of an experience and a learning moment for my kids, bro. Like, you know what I mean? I know every kid not gonna grow up and walk in their father's footsteps. You know what I mean? So I had to really, really show them, like, listen, bro, if this is what y'all really want, this is the type when you work hard and you do whatever it takes, bro, to whatever you may be in life. You may be a lawyer, doctor, whatever, football player. But if this is what you really want, bro, and you really put your mind to it, this is the accomplishment you get.
That's the
Like at the end of the day, bro, like I can honestly say at that moment, bro, I don't know how many people before me had kids, but out of 374 people, bro, my kids was able to see the day that I got now. That's the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
To be a Hall of Fame, bro. And to see it, bro, and for me to share that and hold on. And I just tuned out everything. Like I ain't care about the cameras, I ain't care about the media guy that say, listen, this is a moment for you guys. I say I'm just thankful. And I pray to God, I thank God for allowing me to show y'all what it feels like and to see.
In real time.
See it with your own eyes that this is real, bro. This is real. This is what it feels like, bro. This we're not putting on a show right now. This is actually live right now, bro. With the cameras in your face, bro. This is what it feels like, bro. You do everything the right way, what you can come. And that was a teacher.
But you've been drafted. Of course, you made money. You did things in the Super Bowl. How do you compare that moment right there to all your accomplishments that you have had throughout your career? Because there's a lot of awards that was given.
Right.
Like, where does that stand?
That's number one for me right there. That award, that moment that just took over and see that every award that I can possibly receive in my heart, that all the rewards and trophies that I got in my heart, that moment there, bro, was like, for me as a father, bro, and you know what I mean, we as fathers, we always want to give our kids a better situation than what we experienced growing up, or whatever case may be. At the end of the day, if our experience growing up was perfect, we had a great mom, great dad. As a father, when you have your kids, you want to show them even better. So that moment there, bro, like for me and what I went through, and me, all I knew was football, and I put all my focus and everything I had, bro, from J high to now. Everything I did, I put it all in football, and then to get that accomplishment, this is what I did. Regardless of what you're gonna do in life, when you do all you can and you put all your faith in it, you put all that hard work in it, and you achieve the highest limit, bro.
Highest of the high.
The highest of it. It's no other award, bro. You can get than being the Hall of Fame. That's the last award. That's like playing Super Mario and whooping the dragon and then jumping on the damn flag. It ain't, bro. What game over? All you can do is start over.
Hey,
you see what I'm saying?
No,
that's exactly what it is, bro. It ain't no other
analogy.
Bro, listen, game over, bro. It ain't nothing else I can do. Once I beat King Cooper, bro, and I jump on the damn flag, bro, you might well go sell that game, bro.
That new game.
Yeah.
But you know, like, and then you had 3 kids there.
Yeah.
But it's one of them. It's one kid that, like, he just kind of, like, he fell into the moment.
And
when you have 3 kids that's there, right? But there was one kid that just fell into that moment, and he started crying.
Yeah.
Like, what what separates the three kids? They got the same mother, same father. They all play sports, but it's like that kid right there. You know, that kid right there. I'm talking. He got in that moment, and he probably should have got the award.
Yes. I don't know what this kid gonna do, bro. You know what I mean? 10, 15 years from now, bro. But the IQ, bro, the passion for the game, bro. He's like the only kid I know, bro, where I seen growing up, bro, from the age 5 all the way up to he's 11 now. Normally kids cry when they lose. Every big game this kid had played in from the age 4, 5, and it was a big game that really mattered, boo hoo cried.
He loved it.
He loved the game. That when I told him that moment, I listen, bro, what you saying now, bro? It's only 374 people that experienced this situation, bro. I thank God that God allowed me to allow you to see what it feels like to be a Hall of Fame. And when I said that, bro,
Man, that kid. Hey,
he started crying, bro.
started
Like for
crying.
real.
No, he was really crying. Like he was in the moment. Like, and it's always good that you see people that are happy for you, but then when you say your child, you know, that's next level. So I don't think you can really explain the feeling that you got, But fast forward, so we go through the speech, we get over this, we go through that. I know you're gonna have a dope speech.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna have a dope speech. We're gonna go over.
Yeah.
I'll make sure everybody prepared. So now when it's time to celebrate, like, like what we doing?
Man, listen. I don't hit up Chance. Chance the rapper. He coming.
Chicago in the building.
I don't hit coming up. I'm waiting on he said he gonna get back with me, but listen.
Chicago is representing.
I'm reaching out to all the Chi-Town celebrities, bro. And listen, bro, listen. I don't want this to just be a Devin Hester event, but I want it to be, listen, bro, this is a guy from y'all hometown that represented, bro, kept his nose clean, never had no altercation, no crime records, no negative vibe that ever came through Chicago. Did everything he can to make the city live. Come celebrate with your boy.
Chicago stand up. We're
Come
gonna
stand
have
up, man.
Chicago
So
in the
listen,
building.
I'm trying to make everybody from the Chi-Town
Little Dirt, you gotta call Little Dirt.
I gotta get a little dirt out there, man. Listen, bro. We listen. All my marketing people, Red Bull, Under Armour, listen, y'all all pitch in, bro. We trying to make this thing live.
Oh yeah, we about to have fun. So you're gonna have Chicago, then you're gonna have South Florida,
Yeah.
and then you got the other team that you got a chance to
ATL,
play with along your journey. So we're gonna be pretty much on a Hall of Fame tour.
Oh yeah.
Okay, the Devin Hester Hall of Fame tour is on its way, and I'm right there to celebrate with my boy. But man, like I said from the beginning, it's a pleasure to actually have. Not only as a football player, but you're a University of Miami Hurricane. That means a little bit more.
Right.
That we're gonna be in that thing deep. I'm quite sure there's gonna be a lot of people from the U there. But once again, Edge 336. I take pride in that because I understand that there's only so many people that played this game. But now we got D Hess 374 coming to the Pro Football Hall of Fame. And it's gonna be a great time. I want you to enjoy the journey,
right?
Because it's still ongoing. But man, we like to appreciate you for coming back on the podcast because we manifested this. We knew it was gonna happen, but we didn't know when. But it's happened, man. You got a hat right there. It says 374. Man, throw that thing on, show them how that brim sit, man.
You see that number, bro? I got a question for you, bro. So, speaking to your folks, mom and dad, right? What were some of the words you said once you found out?
But like when we all grow up in different situations, so like the person I'm close to is my mom. So that's the first call I made.
Right.
The first call I made was like, it's real, it's happened, and you start to see the the importance, or you start seeing that true support, or you start reflecting on those years, and they start replanning because who the first place, like a lot of us come from single parent homes, a lot of us come from situations where it's your mom always taking you.
Right.
And so for me, it was more of like her moment, because like now all those trying to find some money to sign me up for Pop Warner,
right.
trying to get me to a game, trying to make sure my uniform is washed.
Right.
All that hard work, it's like, this is your gift. This is your reward.
Right.
So when you think back to that, you think back all the stuff they put into it, and it makes you, it just means a little bit more.
Yeah.
And you'll start seeing, and of course you're going to see over the next so many months, especially from your mom, to where you're going to say, dang, you know what? Like, she got her award. This is really her day.
Right.
And if you see my speech, I talked to my mom personally.
Right.
From the stage because of the importance of it. And you start looking back, and you just go back. And all you got to do is, now I don't know everybody's situation, but my situation was, my mama paid for me to play football.
Right.
My mama paid for my uniform. My mama made sure, she didn't have a car, but she made sure I got a ride to the game.
Right.
So those things right there start to resurface, and you start playing back that childhood.
Right.
And all you're going to see is the people who was there.
Yeah.
And that's what's going to pop up every time. Anytime I thought back to, like, I used to have these nosebleeds that I probably, my mom probably wasn't going to let me play. So I had to hide the nosebleeds.
So you can keep
but then my mama let me play. So it's always, every time I look back from when I was, I started organized 8 years old.
Right.
If I go through and do a timeline, if you look at my speech is my timeline.
Right.
And all I keep seeing every year that was consistent was my mama.
Yeah.
And those are the things that kind of like let you know like who the important people are.
See, when I first brought the news to my mom, bro, and I don't know if she did it yet, right? I told my mom, I said, man, listen, mom, when I brought the news to her, I said, check this out. I don't know if you thought about it, but you in your situation, if you ever told your mom, listen, it's only 336 more can say that they signed in the Hall of Fame.
Pro Football Hall of Fame. So Mama Hester, hey, I can't wait to meet her because we're going to have fun up there. We're going to have fun in Canton, Ohio. Yeah, you see, I represent. I'm always wear that hat. I wear that hat with pride, when they see it, it's like it ain't really much to talk about. Nobody can knock it.
Right.
Nobody can sit up there and like rain on your party because hey, the votes are in. Man, you here. Yeah. You're a Pro Football Hall of Famer, man. So from now on, we got to introduce you as Pro Football Hall of Famer, Devin Hester.
That's a bad.
And I always like to say from the youth.
Oh yeah, gotta be you, bro. Best Hall of Fame group in the league.
Yeah, and we're gonna be the livest because, hey, Warren Sapp, you already know. You know what we're gonna do for this boy when we get there.
Yeah.
Ray Lewis, Mike, you already know Mike. Everybody. Everybody gonna show up, everybody pull up. But no, man, we're gonna appreciate you for coming back on Creative Life. Creative Life, that's what it's all about. It's motivational, inspirational. It's all about real life situations that everybody can touch. Everybody can actually feel. You'll never see no negativity come from here because nothing negative never moved me forward. And so I always stick with the positive, and we try to stay with the positive non-stop. And this right here is another situation to where we circling back. We had this conversation, and now we're here to talk about what we're going to do going forward.
Thanks.
So we want to appreciate Devin Hester for coming on the Creative Life podcast. Until next time, you already know we represent you. Edge 336.
D has 374.
Oh, he already got it down. We ready.
Listen, I'm already ready, bro.
You ready?
I'm ready for this, bro.